Howdy, howdy, internet friends. It's your old pal JP. Sorry, ladies, I'm married. So, the board source, it's mostly used boards, right? That's kind of like our thing. But I like to mix in some new A stock with, local shapers here and there. Try to keep my core score up a little bit. Try to keep you guys in Reddit happy. I've got these nice Sunset surfboard longboards. These are the Schroz model. Bill Shrosby was one of the original shapers from Sunset Surfboards. Sunset was founded by Ed Wright, 1968. It was kind of a North County institution. That is where Moonlight Glassing was born out of in 1979. The Sunset lineage is Ed Wright to Brian Fredrickson and now to Todd McFarland, another local yokel shaper that I like to work with. Just clean, classy, no drama longboard. Single fin, glassed at Moonlight Glassing. Moonlight logo that we found the original artwork for in storage. That was exciting. Look at that crispy pin line. There's only like 3 people in the world can do a crispy pin line like that. The Sunset Surfboards label is very personal to me because I grew up in that factory, slipping on resin floors when I was like just a little kid. Sunset was unique and was one of the last shops that had, it was right on the Coast Highway by Swami's. Retail up top, downstairs was this little factory. The factory ended up being just too small to meet demand, so that's where Moonlight Glassing formed out of. So my dad, Peter St. Pierre, Gary Stuber, Kenny Mann, Mark Donlin formed Moonlight Glassing, moved 7 miles inland, which seemed so far inland back then. I mean, it was a 2-lane road, country road, nothing out there. The Sunset retail shop in the 80s moved across the street in like the brand new lumberyard in Encinitas, and then eventually Brian Fredrickson, he got absorbed into Surf Ride, so a lot of you remember him from there. But what is just a classic surfboard brand. Like it's just, for me, it like just pulls on the heartstrings, it makes, it's the first, it's like the baseline. It's the foundation of the surfyverse, let's say. So people think that maybe Moonlight Glassing was named after Moonlight Beach, but it's more of the whole Moonlight crew was really big into night surfing and Swami's. Build boards during the day, during like high tide, and then paddle out those crispy low tide evenings. The sun would go down, full moon would come up, and they just stay out there all night. And that was, a big part of the tradition. Or surf all day and work at the factory at night. A lot of the boards you've gotten from Moonlight, I mean, that was like a nocturnal night shift crew. Like that's what I did for 25 years when I worked there. I would surf all day, twice a day, get to the factory around 3 in the afternoon and work till like 11 midnight. And that was a good life. What's funny about these boards is Todd forgot to sign them. So they are just clean and pure. Now I do know the dims and I know the leaders, but you can find that on the website. Price point, kind of tickling the high end. I think this is 9.0 at $13.75. So, your modern handcrafted California longboard is kind of like that 15 to 18 range. So we're just touching the belly of that high end price point, but super high quality. You want a good longboard? I know it's confusing. There's so many to choose from, and they're all great. We're blessed to live in an area with so many good shapers. So here's one for you to consider. We got a 9.0, 9.4, and a 9.6. Go terrorize the shortboarders.